I feel as if we're in a completely different light today, do you?
Yeah, totally.
Yes. Welcome to the morning show with Sybil and Martin.
Now, we have plenty of spooky goings on for you this morning. We'll be chatting to not one but two real-life Ghostbusters about their jobs hunting ghosts and ghouls.
There's one. Paul Fennell joins us now. You haven't brought any ghosts with you by any chance, have you, Paul?
Not that I'm aware of.
You haven't seen any? Yes.
Not yet.
So it all began when you start seeing ghosts in your mum's house.
Yeah, my mum's house is still very active, and growing up as a child, you would be called by name. We used to see a woman walking around the house and standing in the kitchen, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now, most people, when they grow up, they'll pass that back to the back of their mind. They don't want to know about it. But no, not me. I wanted to find out what this was, what caused all this, why it all happens.
Okay,
yeah.
But you were young when this happened. Like, were you not scared?
Terrified. I have been known in my childhood to take the entire staircase in one. But as you grow up, you start to accept this, that they can't harm you, and you start to engage in them and accept them as part of your life.
What's the history of the house? Why 4 ghosts in your mum's house?
No, it's one. We've seen her several times.
Okay.
And what, do you know the story behind it?
Prior to us living there was another family who occupied it, and they didn't have a happy life there. They had a young child who was thalidomide. We know they used to keep him locked up in one of the bedrooms upstairs during the day, and they had a pit out the back that they dug, and they used to leave him there during the day. Pretty horrific. So we reckon it's all attached to that, really.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you would get these visits, or you would see this one ghost.
Yes.
And out of that, you discover that they can't hurt you, but yet we're led to believe that they can.
That's Hollywood will put this perspective on it because they make billions out of it every year.
Yeah.
For spirits to come back to us in visitation, they need to draw it off energy. Air energy, the energy of electricity running through the house. But they can never have more energy than what we have.
Okay.
They can never harm us. They can never take over us.
Okay.
And once people accept that, they're more open to the spirits.
All right. Okay. How do you set yourself up as a paranormal investigator?
Yeah, you're doing it about 7 years now.
Like, you go into the bank with a business plan, you know, and you're trying to convince the guy on the other side of the counter to give you some money so that you can set up as a paranormal investigator.
We open ourselves up to the public through websites, through word of mouth. The equipment that we use, we buy them ourselves. We're a non-profit organisation. If we want to get the state-of-the-art equipment, we buy it ourselves. It's a hobby for us.
Okay, but it's not like you can walk into a hardware and buy this equipment. Where do you get this kind of paranormal equipment?
Well, most of the equipment, yes, you can.
Okay, go on.
Yeah.
Most of the equipment will use thermometers for picking up cold spots. You can buy a thermometer anywhere. You can buy digital cameras and camcorders straight across the counter. EMF detectors are a little bit harder to get, and that's our main tool that we do use.
Yeah.
That picks up changes in the electromagnetic field of a building.
Okay.
We all give off an EMF reading.
Okay.
You give it off mobile phones, microwaves, cameras. Now, when we go onto an location, we'll do what's called a baseline reading. We'll take a reading of what EMF reading that building is giving off.
Okay.
And then on the hour, every hour, we will take a reading. And if that changes, something's come into the atmosphere to change it.
First of all, are you busy, and what type of situations have you come upon in these houses when you're scanning the walls? Or
We've had every broad spectrum, everything from poltergeist activity to pipes banging in the wall.
Okay.
I mean, 90% of our locations, the people need a plumber, not a priest. That's just a fact. That's just a fact of life. But it's the other 10% that just fascinate the hell out of me.
Yeah.
like any particular good story?
Yeah. We went to one house in Tala. We got called in. The classic poltergeist activity. Presses were being opened while people were watching TV. Their teenage son was getting scratched at night in his bed. Children's toys were getting thrown around the building. So they called us in, and off we toddled into the house. Yes, we could pick up that there was negative energy in the building. We all sensed it, we all felt it, even though none of us are psychic. We all could say, like, this is not right here. But as we were talking to the younger members of the family, who will give you information without knowing that they're supplying you with fabulous information, and it was the young girl in the house who told me that it's much better when the babysitter's here, when the childminder's. I said, why would that be? She said, she plays a game, and I start quizzing her on the game, and the childminder was playing with the Ouija board when she was minding the children in the house. And she said, and she draws things on my mummy's floor with salt. It was the 5-star pentagram with a circle around it with candles.
Oh, great.
Now, the theory is, when you're standing in the middle of all this,
Yeah.
with your Ouija board doing all this stuff, you are protected from what comes over. Now, this girl was bringing spirits into the house, but she wasn't sending them back, which is a crucial part of the process. It's very easy to welcome the spirits into your atmosphere, but it's almost important to send them back. So these spirits are now in this woman's house in Tala, running amok.
And knowing the babysitter, she's probably charging extra for looking after the spirits as well as the children.
Wow. And were you able to fix it for her? And
we put her in contact with people who could come in and cleanse the house, clear the house, yes.
Okay.
Well, stay with us, Paul.
Okay, well now Ghostbusters, the movie, is about as far as many of us have gotten to experiencing the world of paranormal investigation. So I was intrigued to find out just what the job actually entails. Take a look. Safe for you to go in.
Weren't you ever told that you shouldn't go into a toilet with a man anyway?
Well, actually, I'll tell you, I looked into the toilet, it was not safe, but the lights were safe.
Okay, always. Paul, you were saying that there are 4 different types of spirits.
Yes.
What are they?
You have residual energy,
okay,
which is basically nothing but a playback. You can see it, but it can't see you. There can be no interaction. The scientific theory behind that is the oxidizing materials that you use in video cassettes and audio cassettes is also found in buildings, so that's where you get that. Then you have spirits that come in visitation. Those spirits that have passed over and are coming back to say hi. Loved ones coming back to say, just make sure you're okay. You'd also have grounded spirits.
Okay.
Those are the ones that are trapped here and who don't want to pass over.
Okay.
And then you can also have ones that have passed over and actually don't know they passed over.
Right.
Which they're a little bit more sad, they're a little bit more difficult to deal with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well, let's bring more